This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
Welcome to the Barbados Today Afternoon Update for Wednesday, April 22nd. I'm Fernella Weatherburn. We begin with news that the closure of the Combermere Secondary School will be on the table this afternoon when the Barbados Secondary Teachers Union meets with a permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education, Cecil Humphrey. Last night, the ministry announced that there will be no classes at the Waterford institution for the rest of the week to address what it termed environmental concerns. Last term, the school was closed on several occasions after some students and teachers complained of feeling unwell. An environmental assessment was conducted, but the BSTU president, Mary Redmond, tells Barbados Today the union did not receive a copy of that report. The teachers were expected to stage protest action this morning, but it was called off after the ministry ordered the school's closure. The meeting is set for 2:30 p.m. At the same time, Redmond is raising fresh concerns that the integrity of the school-based assessments could be compromised. She tells Barbados Today heads of departments and temporary teachers are being bullied to correct the papers, and this is distressing.
There is a particularly distressing situation at a school where one of our members handed in about 240 labs. At 3:30 Tuesday, or about 3:30 Tuesday evening, and by 1:30 on Thursday afternoon, he was told that they had all been corrected by the head of the department who had not taught the subject for 10 years, and that the marks had been submitted. So it now raises all sorts of questions about the integrity of the process and the attitude of the ministry through the schools to correct by any means necessary.
In other news, a number of water mains in the country will get new upgrades in the coming months. The Barbados Water Authority project, which began in January, will see new technology involving pipe bursting and horizontal direct drilling. BWA's project engineer, Shelley Paris, says this will see a drastic improvement in the island's 100-year-old water system.
Some of the works have started. We have 3 sites active. Stuart Hill is the first name, but the general location is really Messiah Street to Moncrief. The second site is at Applewitz, Bibby's Lane, St. Michael, and the third site is in St. Lucie. We're going from around Content, St. Lucie, through Selah, Greenages, Bright Hall, Connell Town. It's approximately 8 kilometers going in a ring around St. Lucie. The majority of the works that we're about to start right now, however, is a total distance of about just over 10 kilometers, which stretches from our current location here at Mount Pleasant to just north of Bathsheba in St. Joseph, which is basically we're replacing the oldest main in the country, known loosely in the Barbados Water Authority as the Springs Main.
Project manager with Infra Construction, Roger Gill, says the technology, which is being used in the country for the first time, has great benefits.
The directional drilling is more suited for the East Coast and clay soils. One, with the directional drilling, you don't actually cut an open trench as we have seen throughout Barbados before. When you open a trench in the East Coast and there's excessive water, all the lands uphill are prone to slippage. When we use the directional drilling, we don't actually cut a trench, so we don't disturb the soil. So this technology would not encourage slippage of the soil.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
FAS Entertainment presents the Digicel Vintage Reggae Show and Dance featuring Marcia Griffith, Gabby Thompson,
It's a miracle.
Fab Five,
I'm the man they call Sweet.
Boris Gardner,
I wanna wake up with you.
Leroy Gibbons,
Magic moment.
Shaka Demus and Pliers.
What up,
to bet. Plus Biggie Irie and Super Ruben. MC Admiral International. The Digicel Vintage Reggae Show and Dance. Friday, April 24th, Garfield Sobers Gymnasium. Showtime, 9 p.m.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
A test of character, a test of focus, a test of will, a test of resilience, a test of courage. Barbados, the test is on. West Indies, England, May 1st at the Mecca. Tickets $30, $40, $50, and $60. It's on.
Barbados is on.
To sports now, and up to news time, Amalim Samuels was still in search of his 7th Test 100, but the rains came down for a second time and interrupted play. The West Indies are 210 for 5, with Samuels not out on 97 against England in the second test at the Grenada National Stadium. The news from the region now, and first we go to Anguilla, where residents are voting for a new government. However, Chief Minister Hubert Hughes is not among the 19 candidates facing the electorate. The 82-year-old is stepping down as head of the incumbent Anguilla United movement after 40 years in active politics. The ruling party is being led by medical practitioner Dr. Elias Lorenzo Webster, who is up against the main challenger, the Anguilla United Front, that is being led by former finance minister and businessman Victor Banks. Both the AUM and the AUF are fielding 7 candidates each in the election. Over in Guyana now, where the opposition coalition has been in Toronto drumming up support for the upcoming May 11 poll.
It was a day that made a difference in Toronto, Canada for the APNU and AFC coalition. The coalition team from Guyana was on an onward, upward roll toward the upcoming elections in Guyana on May 11th. At a meet and greet brunch in Toronto, the APNU and AFC coalition leaders made their pitch to the diaspora following a rally-styled welcome. Both leaders at the brunch, after the numerous photographs with supporters and well-wishers, made it clear that the diaspora was important to Guyana's development. Granger said that Guyana needs the talent, the time, the technology, and the treasure from Toronto and Guyanese elsewhere in the diaspora.
And finally, on the international scene, at least 32 people are dead and several others injured after a storm slammed into the eastern Indian state of Bihar. According to officials, fierce winds uprooted trees and electric poles and caused widespread damage in 3 districts. Reports say dozens of people were injured, and that toll is expected to increase. That's our afternoon update, but we will be back again this evening. In the meantime, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media. That's in bus terminals or Screenplay, where you can find them at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also, we're on Channel 101 on 9 TV and Mix 96.9 FM. There, you can get all the latest news and sports. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. See you later.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy